Circling back around to keep a promise to show you what dinner looked like last night with the rose-shaped dumplings. If you're interested in seeing the first video that was posted, please head on over to kcknh.com. Find me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. So that first video was to show you how you could easily use leftover dumpling wrappers to make rose-shaped ravioli. Well, here we are. This was made last night. I got home at like 4:45 and got cracking right away. Worked out great because my husband wasn't coming home till about 7:30, 8 o'clock, so I had plenty of time to pull it off. So we talked about that shallow pan of water, just enough to cover up to the middle portion of the rose ravioli. Now you don't really want these neck and neck together, so you want to try to separate them if possible. I actually made 18 of these individual raviolis. So we did one batch of 9 and then the second batch of 9. This is the first of 2. And you will need to babysit this, whether you like it or not. These are going to start to cook on the bottom same way as if you were doing old school dumplings. So you may have to shimmy them a little bit so they don't stick to the bottom of the pan. And make sure you get that lid on, because not only do we not want to boil this, we actually want to steam the tops. So that's why periodically I'm going in, I'm moving the ravioli around just so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom. So far it's been doing a great job not becoming a permanent attachment. This takes about 5 minutes. It really depends on how much filling you put in. This really truly didn't take more than 5 minutes cooking time, to be honest with you. So definitely make sure you're babysitting it. I have a separate plate with a little bit of olive oil lining the bottom that the ravioli are going on to, because I don't want them sticking to anything. And it's just for ease of being able to pick them off the plate and get my plates taken care of. Now off to the side, I've got a setup, just waiting to see how the plate's getting set up here. And just a friendly reminder, I'm at home. Gloves are not required. My hands are clean. So no keyboard commandos are allowed. My husband knows. He knows. We're not going to worry about it. So we did a homemade roasted tomato sauce, heavy hit of garlic, some onions, olive oil, and some spices. We're just positioning the ravioli right there in its little soupy bed of awesome. God, that tomato sauce was so good. I'm so glad I got extra. And I had some beautiful cherry tomatoes that I lit them up in a pan, little olive oil, salt, pepper, sliced them in half, and I let the heat do its thing to them. They've got a nice hit of sweet. And I find with an uber savory dish, you do want a little bit of sweet just to give some balance. Now, I took some broccoli and literally finger pinched small pieces off. I wanted a hint of green. The sauce was so hot that I wasn't even going to worry about cooking these little tiny branches of broccoli. I know it's going to cook right here. So the hit of green is beautiful. Kind of adds to the whole floral theme that we're going with these rose-shaped ravioli. And I actually had some leftover sliced scallion, and I had prepped some basil from another night. You gotta have basil when you're doing Italian. I don't care who you are. We have beef-filled ravioli. It's almost like a meatball mixture. It's wicked good. But basil adds to that nice garden-y note that you're looking for. And we are doing a tomato sauce, so basil is kind of like its sister from another mister. We got a little bit of scallion happening. Now, typically in the Asian side of cuisines, the scallions are cut on a bias, but I love how the bias cut kind of mimics little leaves. So I thought, why not a little bit more on the green side, some white. We're going to add a little bit of beautiful notes to this dish just with simple garnishing. And I had them, so I don't want to waste anything, right? Now I did end up taking a photo of this plate, a couple of videos, and then I hit it with some fresh shaved Parmesan after. So here we've got the before coating in a snow of Parmesan. This dish, it smelled so good last night. I woke up this morning and I still have that awesome smell. And here we've just finished it with fresh shaved Parmesan. Definitely a go-to for this. And my husband enjoyed this so much he wore it proudly. That poor beard of his. So thanks so much for following along, guys. Head on over to my website. Let me know if you need any help. And happy cooking.